Raw Detroit. You know what we do on this channel. We talk prospects and future prospects. And we also talk ways that the Detroit Lions can get better. And the name of this video is called the Malik Willis Experience. That's what we wanted to rock with the title. And definitely, guys, if you like the content that we bring to you on Raw Detroit, don't be stingy with the likes. Make sure you hit that like button. Let's get 100 likes on this video. I appreciate everybody that's been listening to the content, everybody that's been watching the videos. Definitely appreciate it over here at Raw Detroit. And without you guys, none of this is possible. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into our video. All right, guys, I entitled this video the Malik Willis Experience. And the reason why I call it an experience, because that's definitely what we've been seeing from Malik Willis. We've been experienced the opportunity to see what type of quarterback this kid is, what things that he needs to get better at, and what things, you know, he needs to work on as a quarterback. Now, there's things that he needs to work on. He needs to clean up his mechanics. He needs to be able to throw the football accurately, and he needs to be able to work on his footwork. Those are things that Malik Willis needs to get better in. But when it comes to having a cannon of an arm, you cannot deny that. You saw it on display, throwing some beautiful deep balls at the combine. And Malik Willis definitely, man, is a very, very intriguing prospect. Now, I know that a lot of us as Detroit Lions fans, some fans do not want the Lions to draft a quarterback this season. They say wait until 2023 when there's more quarterbacks coming out. And I understand that. And I understand you guys from that perspective. But then you got to also understand the other side of it as well, is that, yeah, you know, we could wait to get a quarterback in 2023. And I agree with you guys. But at the same time, you can also take a look at a quarterback this season as well. You know, you just can't listen to what the media is telling you about these quarterbacks. When you look at the quarterbacks, a lot of these guys pretty much threw pretty good yesterday at the combine. So you have to really, really do the homework for yourself. You have to make the evaluation at looking at each prospect and what they bring to the table. And what Malik Willis brings to the table is not just his legs. So I don't want to just bring the conversation up with just his legs, because he's more than his legs. He's a quarterback, man. And definitely he's a quarterback that can extend plays with his legs. And that's something that the Detroit Lions definitely could use. They can use a quarterback like him. But things that Malik Willis said really, really had me intrigued. He said he has the willingness to learn to be a backup quarterback. And whether he's being a backup or being injected into the game right away, he said he's willing to do whatever it takes. And that's what I wanted to hear from him. You know, some guys will just come out and be cocky and say, hey, you know, I want to start from day one. But he has the willingness to learn from a veteran like Jared Goff. You know, Jared Goff didn't start off last season really, really well. And then towards the end of the season, he got better. Now, you can't forget about it, because when you evaluate a quarterback, you're looking at him from week 1 all the way to week 17, 18, whatever you want to say. But you're looking at that quarterback from the beginning to the end. And Jared Goff definitely will be the starter in Detroit. And I understand that, you know, definitely Detroit will have to pay this guy a lot of money. We're talking about, what, $30 million that Jared Goff will be due. But at the same time, you know, I think about what San Francisco did last year and how they leaped over everybody to come up and get a young stud quarterback in Trey Lance. Trey Lance did get the opportunity to play just a little bit sparingly, but he got an opportunity to do a few things out on the football field. Now, I don't know if the San Francisco 49ers are going to trade Jimmy G. There's a lot of talk about him being traded to the Steelers and different other teams of that nature. But what they did do is invest in their future when they drafted Trey Lance. They were investing, and that's something that the Detroit Lions can use as a springboard, that other teams are willing to come up to get that talented quarterback because they're thinking about the future. As a Detroit Lion, we don't have any talent on our team, guys. So we got to keep it a buck. We got to keep it a hundo. We have to keep it a hundo. This team doesn't have any talent. And I know some people say don't take Malik Willis at number 2, but I'm fine with whoever the Lions take. You know, whether they take Hutchinson, whether they take Kayvon Thibodeau, whether they take Malik Willis, Kyle Hamilton, whoever. I think all of those guys are great prospects in their own right. But a lot of people feel like if they take the quarterback at number 2, he has to be thrown out to the wolves. He doesn't necessarily have to be thrown out to the wolves. You know, And then you can decide whether or not you want to pick up the fifth year option on the quarterback as well. And then you're getting a guy for cheap. So you'll have a guy on the roster for, I guess, you could say 4 to 5 years if you decided to go with the quarterback. Now, do the Lions have to take a quarterback in the draft? They do not have to. They could wait. They could just bring in a free agent quarterback, somebody like a Marcus Mariota, Mitchell Trubisky, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Tyrod Taylor, whoever they desire to go out there, or they can bring Tim Boyle back, or they can bring back David Blah. The Lions is their prerogative on whatever they want to do. But I'm telling you guys this, as fans, is that at the end of the day, we don't hold the keys to the decision on what the Lions are going to do ultimately with the draft picks. Yeah, we all got the players that we want for the Lions to draft and take a look at. Yeah, there's a lot of fans that like Kyle Hamilton. Yes, I happen to be one of those fans. I do like Kyle Hamilton. And there's receivers in this thing that I like. There's other quarterbacks that I like as well that you can look at in later rounds. The Lions have a lot of big decisions to make, whether or not they want to draft a quarterback or take one in free agency or bring back Tim Boyle or David Blah. They have decisions to make, and we know that. And Brad Holm and his staff, I think they're going to make the best possible decisions, but they know that they need talent on this team. The Detroit Lions are devoid of talent. When you look at a lot of rosters, they have talent on their rosters, and that's what we need in Detroit. So one thing that I like about Malik Willis, he said he has a willingness to learn as a backup quarterback. That's something that I really, really, really like about Malik Willis. He has great arm strength, and he has all the intangibles you want in a quarterback. A guy that can extend plays if the pocket collapse and has that escapability to be able to get out of the pocket and make something happen. Should the Detroit Lions draft him at number 2 overall? They could. Why not? What's wrong with grabbing a quarterback that you feel that possibly could be that guy? I know how you guys feel about Bryce Young. I know how you guys feel about the quarterback at Ohio State. I know that there's more quarterbacks besides these 2 guys that's coming out. You got the quarterback in Kentucky, Will Levis. You have other quarterbacks, too, that's coming out. It is deep next year with quarterbacks. And I understand the people that say, wait, and let's get a quarterback in 2023. You can do that. But if you got a guy that you like and you think that this guy could sit back and that this guy could learn from Jared Goff, then why not take him? Why not take him? Detroit is void of talent. The team doesn't have any talent on the roster. We have to get better as far as being able to get talented guys on our team that can make plays out on the football field. This is something that the Lions so desperately need to do. Malik Willis is very talented. I know he wowed a lot of people, and he even wowed me. But at the same time, will the Detroit Lions make the decision to take Malik Willis? Because if he don't, Malik Willis will not drop. Listen to me, guys. Malik Willis will not drop to 32. There is no way that Malik Willis, with a cannon of an arm like how he has, and the dual threat ability, which a lot of teams are looking for, they are going to take this guy, whether it be Denver, whether it be Carolina, whether it be the Washington Commanders or the Pittsburgh Steelers. He will not drop down to 32. Do you have to focus all your attention on the quarterback? No, you don't. Do you have to focus all your attention on just drafting all defense? You don't draft all defense. Let me say that for the record. You don't go into a draft just thinking about drafting all defensive guys. You don't do that when you know that this team doesn't have any talent as far as wide receivers. When you know that this team right now doesn't have a backup quarterback to Jared Goff. When you know that this team doesn't have a stud at linebacker or safety or other positions on the team that they know. I think the running back position is pretty much okay right now. But Malik Willis It's box office. Malik Willis is box office, and the Detroit Lions got to make a decision on what they want to do. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's about getting this thing right. Peace.